Okay, so today is July 25th, so I'm just doing a little garden update and again asking for some advice. So over here, I don't even know if that's a weed or corn, but I have one corn stalk growing. I had planted corn all in here, but I didn't put anything down clearly because now all the grasses have come up and my dogs run through here. So that if I'm going to do a spot like this next time, I definitely need to garden it off. So what I'm going to do is take up all this once all these plants are done and it cools down, and I'm going to make this entire section my garden and see what I can do with that. So like I've said before, this is my very first garden, so I don't know what I'm doing, but I could use your help. So these are dandelions. They never flowered, but they have really great greens. So I am going to harvest those and get those dried and everything. My green beans aren't looking real great. I have been able to get about a little half of a sandwich baggie of them, but they're not looking real great. Some kind of lettuce started growing on its own. I have no clue, but not doing real great. The cucumbers finally started actually producing some cucumbers, so I'm really excited about that. So I have these little tiny ones. I have this huge funky looking one, this one, another little baby one growing here, so I am really happy with that. This, I've already got one bag worth of tomatoes that I've been that's a funky thing, anyways, that I have frozen, but I need to come and get rid of some of the bad parts. So over here is a watermelon vine, and it's growing. The vines are growing crazy, so now I know not to put vines in with my beds. But oh, here it is. So I have a little watermelon growing. I have another one somewhere else too. So I don't want to touch it or do anything to it or get rid of it. And these are supposed to be like little baby watermelons, they're called, or something, through Mi Gardener. So I'll see how big those get. So for now, I'm just kind of trying to keep my vines out of the way. This was lettuce. Lettuce has not done good for me. I don't know what I'm doing. This is summer squash, and I just picked off some of the male flowers, but it's got like all this just nastiness at the bottom. It has flowers, male flowers, but I've never gotten anything out of it. That's my parsley. I need to harvest again. That came up on its own this year, actually. That was all I had out here from last year. My zinnias this year did come up, so I'm really excited because I planted some stuff really late last year and nothing really worked. So I at least know zinnias can work. And then this is what I'm just not sure what to do. So this is pumpkin mixing in with cantaloupe. And I didn't think the cantaloupe was going to do anything. I have all these little flowers, but then I looked and it's through, I'm assuming that's a cantaloupe. I don't know. It's fuzzy, but it's green. So I don't know. But so that big honkin' thing is hanging on the outside of my fence. So like the pumpkin and stuff, things are turning yellow, so that's not good. I picked up some carrots, and the carrots are puny as can be. This is pathetic. So I don't know if it's just too early to harvest them, or I don't know. This is all I did of them, so maybe I just didn't do them good. And then this was also some beans, and I've gotten a couple green beans off them and some more are growing, but they're looking pretty sad and pathetic. And then this is some spinach, supposedly. Doesn't look like spinach to me. I don't know. But they don't really get like big enough to like put for a salad. So I don't know. And then over here again is some more of the watermelons, and the vines are just kind of all over the place. So I don't know, I'll probably just let everything. This we planted last year, it's an apple tree. But obviously we've never gotten any apples yet, so I don't know how long apple trees take. Okay, so clearly I could use some guidance as to what to do with my garden. I want to expand it, but I don't want to take it out yet if I can actually be getting some cantaloupe, even just one cantaloupe and one watermelon, just to see how it would work. Then another thing I want to do, unfortunately here in the county I live, you can have chickens, but not in my neighborhood. And I used to have chickens in my last county. So I hate that I can't do that. And I live in a subdivision, clearly. So this is all really shaded all the time. And then my air conditioner's here, my kitchen. This is like a magnolia tree, big oak, I'm assuming. I don't know. I know nothing. And then all of this, I'm wanting to pull up and put in a cottage garden for just more like prettiness and medicinal, some herbs and stuff, but it's always in the shade. So I don't really know what might work there. Let me turn you around and show you my hill, if you guys can maybe give me some ideas where next time that I could actually put, I want some sunflowers, I want pumpkin and gourds, obviously, and corn and potatoes. I have a bag for potatoes, but I didn't start them this year yet. So we have just like a big hill, then we have these, you know, big trees. So over here is where I have my garden started. Well, it was started for me, actually. So this is my garden spot, but as you see, my dog runs through there. So like I said, I think I'm going to expand it out as much as I can all the way up to here, up until that's like my compost and stuff anyways, and just gate it off over here so I have this whole section into garden instead. But I'm wondering if I could maybe do like, I don't know, corn or something. I don't know what could maybe just work on my hill. Clearly we don't use this space, and then it's all shaded under there. So I also don't know if anything would even grow in shade like that. But I also don't want anything taking over into any of my neighbors' yards. So if you guys could give any tips, that would be wonderful. I think I'm zone 6. Again, I don't know anything about this gardening. I'm in St. Louis, Missouri. So I'm just trying to get as much homesteading done as I possibly can in a backyard, in a county, with an HOA that doesn't allow extra anything. So any help would be appreciated. Thanks, guys.